If you have osteoporosis and you are working out, and you're working out the same way as how you usually work out, then you have to stop it because you're doing the wrong thing. In this video, I want to share with you how do you strengthen your bones and your muscles at the same time when you have osteoporosis using some of the top exercises that I recommend. So watch till the end so you'll know what those are. Hi, this is Reggie from Restore Plus Physical Therapy, and this is today's tip of the day. Osteoporosis is thinning of your bones. Now, when you want to get healthier, you work out, so that is great. But then if you have osteoporosis, you want to target some of the specific exercises. You want to use some specific exercises that will help you get your bones stronger at the same time, get your muscles stronger. So you're hitting two birds with one stone. If you use your conventional exercises such as the common ones, you do bicep curls or bench presses, those will strengthen your muscles, but it will not strengthen your bone. Because bones get stronger differently from muscles. Muscles, when you put resistance to them, when you have them go against resistance, they get stronger. Bones don't react the same way. Bones will need pressure for the bones to get stronger, for the bones to get thicker. So you have to pick weight-bearing exercises for your bones to get stronger. And when you pick weight-bearing exercises, your bones will get stronger and your muscles will get stronger as well because you're using them against the resistance. The bone cells, they need that pressure to stimulate bone growth. That's why you want to pick these exercises. Now, the exercise I recommend, these are the ones that I recommend to my mom as well. So I know that they're very effective. I've seen that with patients, and I wouldn't have my mom do them if I don't think they work. So that's your takeaway there. That's how confident I am that these exercises work. Now, there are different kinds of exercises. There's so many weight-bearing exercises. But one thing I like to prescribe or I like to give in terms of weight-bearing exercises, because I pick ones that are functional and ones that are not very difficult to do. Why is that? Because one, if it's simpler, then patients or people are they have more commitment. Simplicity and commitment. Those are the two things that I like to keep in mind when I'm prescribing my exercises. So when I give them to my mom or when I give them to my patients, I always consider also maybe they have other things going on. Like my mom had knee replacement. Some of my patients, they have hypertension, they have diabetes, they have high cholesterol, they may have had surgery, they have arthritis, they have all these other things. So I don't like to give them exercises that are too complicated or too complex because it might aggravate some of the things that they're already having. So I stick with simpler exercises, but ones that work as well. So now, what are these three exercises that I highly recommend for people who have osteoporosis and want to work out? So let's dive right into it. Now, the first exercise that I recommend if you have osteoporosis will be shoulder presses. Now, I pick exercises that will work the upper and the lower extremity. So the first one will work your upper extremity and the next two will work your lower extremities. Now, for the shoulder press, I'm going to show you lift dumbbells like this, and you're going to bring them up overhead. Okay? So you're going up and down. I prefer to do them in standing because then you have the pressure or the weight going from the dumbbells going up to your arms, all the way to your spine, and then all the way to your legs. So that way you're compressing almost all those bones. Then you have better effect on the bones because then that will make them that will stimulate the bone cells and make the bones get thicker. You can also do them in sitting if you have, let's say you have some hip issues, you have back issues, or you have knee issues, then you can do them in sitting. That will still be effective because then you're putting pressure or the weight goes through your arms and through your spine, but it's not as effective as if you're doing it in standing because then it goes through your whole lower extremity. So if you can do this in standing, I would recommend doing them in standing. You can do them for 3 sets, go 15 repetitions, and when it comes to the weight, don't lift something too heavy because then you might hurt your shoulder, you might hurt your back. Lift something that is comfortable enough for you. You start off low and then you progress. Now, the second exercise I recommend for people with osteoporosis is doing the squats. So it's a very functional movement. It helps us get up from a sitting position, which we do all the time, but also it's a good exercise because it's a weight-bearing exercise. We carry the weight all the way to the legs, and at the same time it uses big muscles of the body, so it will help strengthen your quads, will help strengthen your hamstrings, and help strengthen your glutes. So this is how you will do it. You can cross your arms in front of you like this and then go down and up, go down and up. Make sure you keep your back straight. Make sure you don't do this, and make sure you don't bring your knees too far forward. So you're going to stick your butt out. So from here you're going down and up. So you're leaning back a little bit. Your weight will be on the heel of your feet, and that way your knees are not driving forward, especially if you have knee issues. So you're going down and up. Now you can also load it more by using dumbbells, or you can carry something that's of a little bit of weight, and then you can do your squats. So that is a progression there. So with this one, it's a great exercise for people with osteoporosis, like I said, because then you have that weight bearing. You're carrying the weight all through your spine, through your hips, knees, the whole leg, all the way to your feet. So you can do them for 3 sets, 15 repetitions. Start with body weight, and then you progress to using 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, depending on what you can tolerate. Now, the third exercise that I recommend if you have osteoporosis is the step up and down, because that is similar to doing the squats. It's a very functional exercise. We do a lot of stairs every day, especially if you live here in New York. We take the subway, we do a lot of steps, and some of the apartments of the patients or the private houses, definitely they have the steps, or even the apartments, a lot of them are walk up. So it is very functional. You have to learn how to go up and down the stairs. And not only that, you actually don't need any equipment, because you can just go up and down your stairs every day. Now, if you don't want to go up and down the stairs, or you don't have stairs, then you can use a step like this, right? So what you can do now is, I want you to go 1 foot up, you step, and then down, and then up, and then down. All right, so you just go up and down, and then you switch. After you do 15 repetitions of one set, then you do the other set, the other leg. So that way you're working both of them evenly. Right? So now, after you do one set, you can take a little break, and then you do 3 sets of them, 15 to 20 repetitions each set. Now, like I mentioned, now these are functional exercises, and not only that, it's great to strengthen your bone because then you have the weight bearing. And in this case, you're not doing both at the same time anymore. You're actually stepping up with one leg. So when you step up with one leg, you're actually putting all your weight on one leg. So you have more weight there. So it stimulates the bone cells to form new bones, and actually it will help your bones to get thicker. And at the same time, you have the resistance in the muscles, because now you have all your weight on one leg, so it has more resistance. So your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes will have to work harder, because then you have more resistance. So you're strengthening your muscles and you're strengthening your bone. There you have it, my top 3 exercises if you have osteoporosis, so you can strengthen your bones and strengthen your muscles at the same time. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it. I know you can be spending your time doing something else. And please don't forget to click on that subscribe button so you can get alerted when the new video comes out next week, where I will share with you tips on how to get healthy and pain-free. In the meantime, go watch the next video.